Introduction. Ratio of two quantities in the same unit is the fraction that one quantity is of the other. Ratio of A is to B is written as A by B. Here A and B are two terms of the ratio. The first term A is called the antecedent and second term B is called consequent of the ratio A is to B. Some important points to remember about ratios. A. Ratio exists between two quantities of the same kind. B. To find ratio between two quantities, we need to ensure that they are expressed in the same units. C. Ratio, being a fraction, has no units. D. A ratio does not change if its both the terms are multiplied or divided by a non-zero number. E. If terms of ratios are changed, then A is to B is not equal to B is to A. Simplest form of a ratio. A ratio A is to B is said to be in simplest form if the HCF of A and B is 1. To reduce a ratio A is to B in simplest form, we divide each of its terms by HCF of A and B. Equivalent ratios. We know that a quotient does not change if the dividend and divisors are multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. The ratios so obtained by multiplying or dividing are called equivalent ratios. Example 1. Find the ratio of the following. A. 36 minutes to 2 hours. B. Rupees 200 to rupees 75. C. 2 meter to 35 centimeter. D. 4 liters to 250 milliliter. Solution. A. 36 minutes to 2 hours. To find the given ratio, we convert 2 hours into minutes. 2 hours is equal to 2 into 60 minutes. 36 minutes is to 2 hours is equal to 36 is to 2 into 60, which is equal to 36 by 2 into 60, which is equal to 3 by 10. Therefore, required ratio is 3 is to 10. B. Rupees 200 is to rupees 75, which is equal to 200 by 75, which is equal to 8 by 3, which is equal to 8 is to 3. Hence, the required ratio is 8 is to 3. C. 2 meter to 35 centimeter. 2 meter is equal to 200 centimeter. 2 meter is to 35 centimeter is equal to 200 centimeter is to 35 centimeter, which is equal to 200 by 35, which is equal to 40 by 7, which is equal to 40 is to 7. Hence, the required ratio is 40 is to 7. D. 4 liter to 250 milliliter. 4 liter is equal to 4000 milliliter. 4 liter is to 250 milliliter. 4000 is to 250, which is equal to 4000 by 250, which is equal to 16 by 1. Hence, 16 is to 1 is the required ratio. Example 2. The number of boys and girls in a school are 1450 and 1050 respectively. Express the ratio of A. The number of boys to the number of girls. B. The number of boys to the total number of students. C. The number of girls to the total number of students. Solution. Number of boys is equal to 1450. Number of girls is equal to 1050. Total number of students is equal to 1450 plus 1050, which is equal to 2500. A. Ratio of boys to girls is equal to 1450 is to 1050, which is equal to 1450 by 1050, which is equal to 29 by 21, which is equal to 29 is to 21. B. Ratio of boys to the total number of students is equal to 1450 by 2500, which is equal to 29 by 50, which is equal to 29 is to 50. C. Ratio of number of girls to total number of students is equal to 1050 by 2500, which is equal to 21 by 50, which is equal to 21 is to 50. Example 3. Rohit earns rupees 12,000 per month. He saves rupees 3,550 per month from his earnings. Find the ratio of A. His savings to his income. B. His savings to his expenditure. C. His expenditure to his income. Solution. A. ratio of his savings to his income is equal to 3,550 by 12,000, which is equal to 71 by 240, which is equal to 71 is to 240. B. Expenditure is equal to income minus savings, which is equal to rupees 12,000 minus rupees 3,550, which is equal to rupees 8,450. Ratio of savings to expenditure is equal to rupees 3,550 by rupees 8,450, which is equal to 71 by 169, which is equal to 71 is to 169. C. Ratio of his expenditure to his income is equal to rupees 8,450 by rupees 12,000, which is equal to 169 by 240, which is equal to 169 is to 240. Example 4. Divide 20 pens between Sheila and Sangeeta in the ratio of 3:2. Solution. Sheila is to Sangeeta is equal to 3:2. Sheila will have is equal to 3 by 5 into 20 pens, which is equal to 12 pens. Sangeeta will have is equal to 2 by 5 into 20 pens, which is equal to 8 pens. Proportion. Video 2. Equality of two ratio is called a proportion. Consider the ratio 1:4 and 6:24. 1:4 is equal to 1 by 4. 6:24 is equal to 6 by 24, which is equal to 1 by 4. 1:4 is the same as 6:24. We say that 1:4 is equal to 6:24. If A, B, C, D are such that A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we say that A, B, C, D are in proportion. We use for proportion. We read A is to B is in proportion to C is to D, as A is to B as C is to D. Here A, B, C, D are respectively known as first, second, third and fourth term of a proportion. In a proportion, A, first and fourth terms are called as extremes. B, second and third terms are called as means. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, then A by B is equal to C by D, or A into D is equal to B into C. That is, products of extremes is equal to product of means, or A into D is equal to C into B. Example 1. Are the numbers 40, 30, 60 and 45 in proportion? Solution. Given terms are 40, 30, 60, 45. Product of extremes is equal to 40 into 45 is equal to 1800. Product of means is equal to 30 into 60, which is equal to 1800. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. Thus, 40, 30, 60 and 45 are in proportion. Example 2. Find the value of x in the proportion 5:10 as x is to 30. Solution. We know that in a proportion, product of extremes is equal to product of means. 5 into 30 is equal to x into 10. 5 into 30 by 10 is equal to x. Thus, x is equal to 15. Example 3. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. A. 20 centimeter is to 1 meter and 35 liter is to 175 liter. B. 2 kg is to 80 kg and 25 gram is to 625 gram. Solution. A. 20 centimeter is to 1 meter, or 20 centimeter is to 100 centimeter, as 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 20 by 100 is equal to 1 by 5. 35 liter is to 175 liter is equal to 35 by 175, which is equal to 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by 5. 20 centimeter is to 1 meter and 35 liter is to 175 liter form a proportion. B. 2 kg is to 80 kg is equal to 2 by 80, which is equal to 1 by 40. 25 gram is to 625 gram is equal to 25 by 625, which is equal to 1 by 25. 1 by 40 is not equal to 1 by 25. So, 2 kg is to 80 kg and 25 gram is to 625 gram do not form a proportion. Example 4. The first third and fourth terms of a proportion are 18, 27 and 36 respectively. Find the second term. Solution. Let the second term of the proportion be x. Then 18 is to x as 27 is to 36. 18 into 36 is equal to x into 27. Product of extremes is equal to product of mean. 18 into 36 by 27 is equal to x. 24 is equal to x. Thus, second term of proportion is 24. Example 5. In a school, the ratio of number of boys to the girls is the same as ratio of number of girls to the number of teachers. If there are 180 girls and 90 teachers, find the number of boys in the school. Solution. Boys is to girl as girls is to teacher. X is to 180 as 180 is to 90. X into 90 is equal to 180 into 180. X is equal to 180 into 180 by 90. Thus, number of boys is 360. Example 6. Find X if the given numbers are in proportion. X 18, 54. Solution. X 18, 54. That is, X 18, 18, 54 are in proportion. X into 54 is equal to 18 into 18. X is equal to 18 into 18 by 54. X is equal to 6. Thus, 6, 18, 54 are in proportion. Unitary method. Observe the following situations. 1. Rohan purchased 2 notebooks for 30 rupees. His friend Siddharth wants 5 notebooks of the same type. How many rupees he need to carry with him? 2. Vatsala wants to give return gifts to her friend. If 3 cans cost rupees 45, how many cans she can purchase for rupees 300? In these situations, we first calculate the cost of one article and then we multiply the cost of one article to the number of articles required. This method of finding the value of one unit from the given quantities and then the value of the required quantities is called unitary method. We use the following steps to solve these types of questions. 1. First, identify the unknown quantity that is to be calculated. 2. Always write known quantities on the left side. 3. Find the cost of one item by dividing cost of given articles by the number of articles. 4. Multiply the cost of one article by the number of articles, whose value is to be calculated. Example 1. Cost of 12 pens is rupees 96. Find the cost of 8 such pens. Solution. Cost of 12 pens is equal to rupees 96. Cost of 1 pen is equal to rupees 96 by 12. Cost of 8 pens is equal to rupees 96 by 12 into 8, which is equal to rupees 64. Example 2. A bus travels 120 km in 3 hours. How long will it take to travel 360 km? Solution. Time taken to travel 120 km is equal to 3 hours. Time taken to travel 1 km is equal to 3 by 120 hours. Time taken to travel 360 km is equal to 3 by 120 into 360 hours, which is equal to 3 into 3 hours, which is equal to 9 hours. Example 3. If 6 oil tankers can be filled by a pipe in 4.5 hours, how much time will it take for the same pipe to fill 4 such oil tankers? Solution. Number of hours required to fill 6 oil tankers is equal to 4 and 1 by 2 hours, which is equal to 9 by 2 hours. Number of hours required to fill 1 oil tanker is equal to 9 by 2 divided by 6, which is equal to 9 by 2 into 1 by 6, which is equal to 3 by 4 hours. Number of hours required to fill 4 oil tankers is equal to 3 by 4 into 4 hours, which is equal to 3 hours. Example 4. Shaina pays rupees 7,500 as rent for 3 months. How much does she has to pay for whole year if rent per month remains the same? Solution. 1 year is equal to 12 months. Rent for 3 months is equal to rupees 7,500. Rent for 1 month is equal to rupees 7,500 divided by 3, which is equal to rupees 2,500. Rent for 12 months is equal to rupees 2,500 into 12, which is equal to rupees 30,000. She will pay rupees 30,000 as rent for the whole year.